2026 Ford Mustang is finally here. And honestly, Ford didn't try to reinvent the Mustang because they didn't need to. Instead, they took everything people already loved about America's most iconic muscle car and pushed it further. More aggressive styling, a smarter cockpit, louder V8 emotion, sharper handling, and technology that makes the car feel modern without losing its raw character. The moment you see it, you instantly know this is still a Mustang. But now, it looks more premium, more athletic, and far more futuristic than before. From the front, the 2026 Mustang has a lower and wider stance that makes it look planted even while standing still. The redesigned LED headlights are sharper and more angular, giving the car a serious performance car attitude. The hood lines are stronger now, especially on GT and Dark Horse trims, where the sculpted vents and aggressive body contours make the front end look almost race-ready. Ford kept the classic Mustang DNA intact with the long hood and short rear deck proportions, but every surface now feels tighter and more aerodynamic. Moving toward the side profile, the Mustang still carries that unmistakable fastback silhouette people have loved for decades. The shoulder lines are cleaner and more muscular, while the wheel arches appear wider to emphasize the rear-wheel drive stance. New alloy wheel designs range from sporty 18-inch setups on EcoBoost trims to aggressive performance wheels on the GT and Dark Horse versions. The body sits lower visually, which gives the car an exotic sports car vibe instead of just a traditional muscle car appearance. At the rear, Ford made the taillights more modern while keeping the signature triple-bar Mustang lighting design. The rear diffuser is more aggressive, and quad exhaust outlets on V8 trims instantly tell everyone this is not an ordinary coupe. On Dark Horse models, the rear spoiler and aerodynamic details make the car feel almost like a street-legal race machine. The overall exterior design balances heritage and modern performance perfectly, which is why many enthusiasts believe this generation still represents the true spirit of the Mustang. Then you step inside, and this is where the biggest transformation happens. The interior of the 2026 Mustang feels dramatically more digital and futuristic than older generations. Right in front of the driver is a massive 12.4-inch digital instrument cluster connected seamlessly to a large 13.2-inch infotainment display powered by Ford's SYNC4 system. The entire dashboard now feels inspired by modern fighter jets and gaming setups with customizable graphics, performance telemetry, and different drive mode animations. Some traditional Mustang fans miss the old-school physical buttons, but many new buyers actually love this cleaner and more modern setup. The cabin feels more premium than before, with better materials, improved stitching, soft-touch surfaces, and optional leather seating. Ambient lighting gives the interior a sporty nighttime atmosphere, especially in higher trims. Ford also improved the steering wheel design, making it feel thicker and more performance-oriented in your hands. The seats are supportive enough for aggressive driving, while still comfortable for daily use. Front passengers get decent headroom and legroom, while the rear seats remain tight, just like every Mustang before it. Still, this car was never designed to be a family sedan. It's about the driver experience, and the cockpit now feels laser-focused on the person behind the wheel. Technology inside the Mustang has improved massively. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, while premium trims add a Bang & Olufsen sound system, wireless charging, connected navigation, and advanced voice controls. The digital gauge cluster can even transform visually depending on the selected drive mode, creating a much more immersive driving experience. Ford also added over-the-air software updates, meaning the car can continue improving over time. But nobody buys a Mustang only because of screens. The real magic starts when you press the ignition button. The base EcoBoost model uses a turbocharged 2.3-liter four-cylinder engine producing around 315 horsepower and 350 pounds-ft of torque. The performance is surprisingly strong, especially for drivers who want speed without the fuel costs of a V8. Acceleration feels quick, smooth, and responsive, while the 10-speed automatic transmission shifts aggressively when pushed hard. Fuel economy also remains respectable at around 26 mpg combined, making it a practical, everyday sports car. Then comes the legendary 5.0-liter Coyote V8 in the GT model. And this is where the Mustang truly becomes emotional. The naturally aspirated V8 delivers around 480 horsepower, while the Dark Horse pushes output close to 500 horsepower. The sound alone is enough to give you chills. Ford kept the V8 alive at a time when many competitors disappeared or switched completely to smaller engines. And enthusiasts appreciate that deeply. With active valve exhaust systems available, the Mustang can transform from civilized daily cruiser to roaring muscle monster instantly. The acceleration is brutal, especially when launch control is activated. Rear-wheel drive keeps the car playful and exciting, while improved suspension tuning gives the 2026 Mustang far better cornering stability than older generations. Drivers can choose between a 6-speed manual, transmission for pure engagement, or the 10-speed automatic for faster acceleration and easier daily driving. The manual gearbox especially makes the Mustang feel alive because you feel connected directly to the car instead of just pressing the accelerator and letting electronics do everything. The Dark Horse version is the real performance beast of the lineup. It features upgraded suspension, stronger brakes, performance tires, aerodynamic enhancements, and track-focused tuning. On a racetrack, the Dark Horse feels incredibly sharp for a muscle car, almost entering sports car territory. Ford clearly designed it for enthusiasts who want maximum performance without stepping into ultra-expensive supercar pricing. Ride quality is surprisingly refined for a performance coupe. In normal driving modes, the suspension absorbs bumps comfortably enough for commuting, while sport and track modes tighten everything dramatically. Steering feels quicker and more precise now, making the car more confidence-inspiring during aggressive driving. Safety technology has also improved significantly. The 2026 Mustang includes blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, rear parking sensors, automatic emergency braking, and rear view cameras depending on trim level. So even though the Mustang is focused on excitement, it still delivers modern-day convenience and driver assistance. Features expected in today's market. Pricing for the 2026 Mustang starts around $32,000 for the EcoBoost Fastback, while GT models begin near $46,000. Premium trims climb above $50,000. And the Dark Horse starts around $63,000 before optional packages. Fully loaded versions can become significantly more expensive, especially with performance upgrades and premium packages. What makes the Mustang special in 2026 is that it still feels emotional in a world where many cars are becoming silent, electric, and disconnected. The Mustang still gives you noise, vibration, rear-wheel drive, excitement, and that feeling of driving something truly alive. Ford modernized it without destroying its personality, and that balance is incredibly difficult to achieve. Whether you choose the efficient EcoBoost, the iconic GT V8, or the track-focused Dark Horse, the 2026 Ford Mustang continues proving why it remains one of the most loved performance cars in the world. It's not just transportation, it's an experience every single time you start the engine. Memory full.